No, I'm going to leave.
You don't have to give no personal details.
Okay.
Are you going to arrest me?
Yes, you're under arrest.
If you were,
No, you can't arrest her.
You can't give my details. Then. I've got my
You can't arrest her for what? She hasn't done anything. I've got it all on camera. I've got it all on camera. Fucking jokers.
A mother, pushchair, a baby right beside her, and they still put her in handcuffs. This woman stood in the middle of a hostile crowd, surrounded by men, completely alone, and delivered one of the most fearless speeches you will ever hear on a British street. She named organizations, exposed paid agitators, shared stories that will genuinely stop you in your tracks, and refused to back down for a single second. And the moment she finally crossed paths with the police, what happened next had the entire internet losing its mind. Watch this from the very beginning because you are not going to want to miss a single second of what unfolds here.
I'm glad you two are here.
Yes, no worries.
So that's what we're saying.
Can I just say, do you see how as soon as I spoke to one woman, I was surrounded by the men? And this is my point. No, you didn't surround me. I'm talking about this gentleman. I am shouting like you shout when you're going by. I'm Romani Gypsy. We're very loud in my culture. Are you telling me what? That's racist. We're all loud. What? No, I'm loud. That's how it is in my culture. What is your problem? What is your problem? I'm having a conversation with... No, I'm not, because I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to this lady.
Big up, people.
Now, as I
This
said,
girl's amazing. We bumped into her last night.
Yeah, we need to care about our...
Bro, I'm in millions of views. Film me all you want.
Right now, I'm not... He's allowed to record. It's a free country. Of course I care about children that look like that. But I am not starving them.
No,
I am not...
Please. But our government...
No, they're not. It's not their responsibility. Their responsibility is to us and our people.
I agree.
And their president, they are responsible for their people and their country.
Our government is supporting the Israeli...
Alright guys, this one kicks off with zero warm-up and straight into the fire. A woman is standing in the middle of a crowd, surrounded by men, and she is not backing down for a single second. She warns them not to touch her. She calls out the aggression directly, and she makes it crystal clear that no man is going to silence her on that street. She identifies herself as Romani Gypsy, explains her culture is naturally loud, and uses that to shut down anyone trying to paint her as the problem. The energy here is electric from the very first second, and it only gets more intense from this point forward.
Yes, because we love the Jews. We're not fucking terrorists. We love the Jews. Okay. All right. I'm a Christian woman. Israel, that is their land. Okay. God gave it to them. Some mere white woman in a fucking mismatched dress ain't gonna change that.
Fucking go on, girl.
I'm fucking sick of this. I'm sick of it.
Fair play
this
to you.
is England, built on strong Christian morals and values. We do not want Islam shit here. We do not want fucking Palestinian flags. We want the UK and our traditional morals and values, and that is it. It's not about race. I don't care if you're black, white, brown. I do not care. If you come to this country and you align with our morals and our values, we love you. We accept you. Contribute to our society and our economy. Don't come send your men here, earn your money and send it back home so there's no enrichment in our economy. Bring your whole family here. Integrate into us, I'm talking. Integrate into our schools. Learn our language so our children can play together.
Fucking big up
and
to
we
her.
can have play dates and talk to each other.
Just imagine that was your child.
I am imagining it, and that's why I am. You're going to be dead in a few years. Me and mine are going to be the one carrying this on. You want... Yeah, exactly. You're going to be picking up all this fuss just for you to go in the ground and us to deal with the fucking...
Watch this carefully because this is where she lays everything on the table. She declares herself a Christian woman, states that Israel is God-given land, and makes absolutely no apologies for any of it. She goes hard on British morals and values, demands that people who come to this country integrate properly, learn the language, contribute to the economy, and align with the culture. She is not whispering any of this. She is saying it loudly, confidently, in front of a hostile crowd, and not one person manages to shut her down. Whether you agree with her or not, the conviction she delivers this with is impossible to ignore.
Oh, do you know what? This one in the red jacket, do you know what he said earlier? Everybody, Mr. Red Jacket said the girl in Epping didn't get touched up, it's all a lie. And he outright believes it as well. Yeah, your mate with the red jacket wherever he's disappeared to. Denying the girl in Epping got assaulted. It's fucking disgusting. I'm Tommy Robinson's mate. How am I? I don't even know Tommy. What are you going on about?
This is where we stand.
Tommy, no, he's not. I don't know Tommy.
No, you don't.
No. What's Tommy got to do with anything? No. Just live in a fantasy world, mate.
No child
Yeah, they do,
should be starving. No child should be looking like that. This is where we are the same. I 100% agree. But do you know, when this world, the way it's built now, we can all sit here and go, oh, in an ideal world. Well, this is real life, darling. In real life, we can't save everyone. So what we have is a systematic fucking setup of governments and cities and towns and mayors, and it is their job and their responsibility to govern those people, right? This is my country, my land. I've been here for hundreds of thousands of years, my line has. And you know what, let me just say, right, before anyone tries to call me a racist, I'm Roman Egyptian. There is no one in this country who is more...
This is where things get personal and the crowd gets uncomfortable. She publicly exposes a man in a red jacket who earlier claimed that the girl in Epping was never touched and that the whole thing was a lie. She calls it disgusting, and the crowd around her has no real defense for it. Then someone tries to discredit her by linking her to Tommy Robinson, and she shuts that down so fast it barely lands. She then flips the entire narrative using her Romani Gypsy identity, pointing out that her people face discrimination that nobody talks about, and daring anyone in that crowd to call her racist after that.
Yeah, so before anyone calls me racist, this is not what this is about. It's about paid organisers like this woman here in the dress.
Yeah.
I saw you yesterday. They are paid organisers. As soon as they see a protest for this country, they are paid to come out and do all this and have an anti-protest. I pretended. I was on her side yesterday, got some inside info after the protest.
Did you?
Yeah, she's a paid supporter, that one right there.
Did she tell you? What did she say?
She was saying, right, when your videos that you will put online, all the shit that you post on there, they've what they'll do, as soon as that's posted, they have got organised units. It's mainly Muslims, the thingy that she works with. It's called the City Retreat. Get that on there. The City Retreat on Churchgate, Leicester. It is a Muslim hub. Online, it's described as a community centre for the community. No, it's not. I live opposite, but on the other street. Well, then you should know that it's an Islamic centre. Non-Islamic people and non-Muslims are not allowed in there. You are questioned about your presence outside the building in an English country on English land. Make that make sense? Because you work with them and you hold a Palestinian flag. What if I went down there with a gypsy flag? Do you think they'd let me in? I doubt it. Or a British flag? They wouldn't.
This moment completely changes the dynamic of everything happening on that street. She points directly at a woman holding a Palestinian flag and labels her a paid organizer, not a genuine protester. But she does not stop there. She reveals that she personally went undercover the day before, pretended to be on their side, and gathered information from inside their group. She then names a specific organization based in Leicester on Churchgate, describes it as an Islamic hub that non-Muslims are questioned for simply standing outside, and calls out the hypocrisy of it all live on camera. The crowd around her genuinely does not know how to respond to this.
We do, and I agree with you, but no one's me standing. This is me love. This is love that I'm projecting through my voice as a mere 5'2" tall woman. All I can do is shout and hope that someone will listen. Because one, I'm a woman, that's already against me, and the more fucking Sharia law we've got, the more it's against me. I might get stoned tomorrow, who knows? Right, but here we are. My religion doesn't ask for women to be stoned when they speak. My religion doesn't ask for women to be raped in the Old Testament, but I believe in Jesus Christ. And what did Jesus say? Do you know the Bible, sir? What did Jesus say? All the old laws are washed away. Those who wish to find God can only go through me. I am the way, the truth, and the life. If you go through Jesus Christ, you will be saved. And that, at the end of the day, all I care about is what Jesus taught, not the Old Testament. I care about Jesus, to love all. And we are not loving all when we are prioritising a minority. This is my country, my land. If I cannot walk around without being harassed sexually, physically, then I am not safe. I am not living in a free country.
The Good Samaritan, ironically, it wasn't the religious people.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
It was an outcast.
An outcast like me, a Roman Gypsy. Exactly. Here I am again, all these years later.
The Good Samaritan.
Like, serious.
She shifts gears here and goes somewhere a lot of people were not expecting. She starts talking about what she sees as the creeping influence of Sharia law and what it means for women like her who speak their minds in public. She says she might get stoned tomorrow and delivers it with the kind of dark humor that only someone who genuinely believes what they are saying can pull off. Then she goes straight into scripture, quotes Jesus Christ directly, and uses it to dismantle the argument being thrown at her. This is not rehearsed. This is a woman who has clearly thought deeply about everything she is saying and is not afraid to say it in front of anyone.
You know, can I just say as well about the grooming gangs? There was incidents in Leicester that happened, girls that were being taken to Bradford, Nottinghamshire, Sheffield. I'm not going to name names, obviously. A close friend of mine reported this, at 14 years old. She was arrested and called a prostitute because when she told them she was raped, afterwards he chucked her 20 quid at her. She's a white woman. The same thing happened to, this was years later, when I was at Regent College, so we're going back quite a few fair years now, probably about 10 years ago, give or take. A Muslim woman was just touched. As she was walked by, the white man was arrested and detained and obtained a criminal record. Explain this to me. I'm not, what we said before, we've met before, we discussed it. I don't care about your race, but if they're making it about race, I'm going to have to defend my race.
They said earlier, the guy earlier was saying he hates being white, he's anti-British. He hates his white skin and that, all he hates. I've got it on film.
That's called mental health, darling. Get yourself checked in bracket unit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right, you too.
And we're called to love each other.
I agree with you, but you know, we're not a church right now.
Think of all the other children that are buried under the rubble.
I do. I think of our children. I think of our children. I think of my 12-year-old niece who was raped by a Pakistani man fresh off the boat. I think of children at school who can't integrate with their peers because nobody speaks English. I think of myself when I go to the doctors and they have to get an interpreter because he doesn't understand what I'm saying when I'm talking about my polycystic ovary syndrome because his English is so limited. Do you know,
This is without question the most powerful and emotional section of the entire video. She opens by talking about a close friend who was raped at 14 years old, reported it to the police and was dismissed, called a prostitute, and handed £20 by her attacker as if that ended the matter. She then describes a completely opposite incident from her college years where a white man was arrested and given a criminal record simply for touching a Muslim woman as she walked by. She puts both stories side by side and asks the crowd to explain the difference. Then she delivers the most devastating line of the whole video, revealing that her own 12-year-old niece was assaulted. The silence that follows says everything.
We are not fit for purpose in this country anymore. I don't care, I'm going to say it and I'm going to say it again. I don't care where you're from. I don't care what colour you are. I don't care what your religion is. All I care about is that your morals and values align with mine and everybody else's in this country. And that the money that's being made, that explains it all. Indoctrinated, safeguarding, the rest of it. There we go.
Including children of mother country. I love my job I did.
Yeah, I'm glad. Yes, that's good.
When I look after your child, just think of all those children.
I'd rather trust a pope and a paedophile to look after my kid than people like you. Honestly, I'm at that point. I'd sooner drop him off with a pub in the middle of Green Street or football factory than trust him with the likes of you, darling. Anyone that could stand round here, right, holding Palestinian flags and telling me, a white British woman, that I'm not welcome in this part of my country, that what have been shouting at me, intimidating me, men screaming, he wasn't English, was it? Do you know what I mean? Scream in my face again. Watch how we deal with it, darling. Do you know what I mean? Oh, here they are. I bet I'm the one who gets.
She is completely done holding back at this point. She wraps up her core message about morals and values transcending race and religion, and then makes a statement about who she would and would not trust with her child that genuinely shocks the people around her. It is brutal, it is raw, and it lands exactly the way she intends it to. Then right at the tail end of this clip, the police show up on the scene and everything changes. What has been a heated street debate is now about to turn into something far more serious, and every single second of it is being recorded.
Yes, darling.
A conversation with you.
A conversation or an interrogation, darling?
Conversation initially. Obviously, I'd want to do just out of the way, just away from these.
Can I film you?
No, I want you to be with me all the time. This is my advocate.
I'll film all of our conversations with you guys. Thank you very much.
I've not done anything illegal.
Okay.
So.
The reason I ask that is because I'm going to be asking for some personal details.
No, I'm going to leave.
You don't have to give no personal details.
Okay.
Are you going to arrest me?
Yes, you're under arrest.
If you were, you
can't arrest her.
You give my details.
You can't arrest her for what? She hasn't done anything. I've got it all on camera. I've got it all on camera. Fucking jokers. You've got a baby with her as well. Wow.
Give a detail.
Wow.
Absolute joke.
Wow. Look at this, guys. Two-tier police in court again. Court again.
Can you put it in my bra? Don't worry if you touch me up. Just put it in.
Two-tier police in court again. And they're being rough with her. Disgusting. It's all on camera, mate. She ain't done anything. You're wrong. You're inherently wrong in this. It's all on camera. This ain't a good look for Leicester Police Force. I'm telling you that. There ain't no common assault.
I've not done anything.
Wow.
I've not done anything, that's fine. I appreciate you're just giving your job, that's fine. You were very rough with me, though, you had
investigation and to ascertain your name and address, okay?
Well, they just want the details.
Are you listening? Stop trying to fight us.
I'm not, look, can you look, darling? Look.
Absolute tyrants. Disgusting.
Just back there.
Nah, I'm standing here. Don't tell me what to do, man. I'm in public. Don't tell me what to do. Bullies. You're all disgusting.
This is the moment the entire video has been building toward, and it is as dramatic as it gets. Officers approach and ask for her personal details. She calmly but firmly refuses, stating she has done absolutely nothing illegal and has nothing to hide behind giving her name. Within moments, she is told she is under arrest. The crowd immediately loses it. People are screaming, pointing at the camera, reminding the officers that everything is being recorded. Her pushchair is right there beside her. Her baby is present. None of that stops the officers from grabbing her, and the scene descends into complete chaos in a matter of seconds. This is the clip that was always going to end up everywhere.
I'll say how I want to say it, and you ain't going to say nothing about it as well. I'm going to absolutely roast you while I'm stood here. You're all disgusting.
Can you go to my address, please? 75
With a baby like that, grabbing her up like that on camera. How do you think you're going to look on the internet? Do you know how many views I'm going to get on this video, you bunch of clowns? Should be ashamed of yourselves. Oh, doing that there on camera. Do you know how bad your police force is going to look on my channel now? Well done, guys. Smart move. Maybe a bit of critical thinking wouldn't go amiss with the police force, would it?
The reaction after the arrest is immediate, loud, and completely unfiltered. DP and the crowd are in disbelief, calling the officers tyrants, bullies, and disgusting directly to their faces with cameras rolling. People are pointing out that she was physically grabbed in front of her baby, that she said nothing illegal, and that the whole thing has just been handed to the internet on a plate. The officers standing there are getting absolutely roasted in real time, and they know it. The crowd is not dispersing. Nobody is backing down. And every single word being said is going straight onto the internet.
Look at the optics on this. Do you know how bad this is for you guys, Leicester Police? Yeah. Awful optics for you guys, this is. If I was you, I'd de-arrest her, because it's not looking good for you guys. I'm standing proud, mate. Yeah, I'll send this to GB News. I'll send this to everybody. I'll send the whole content to them.
And this is where DP delivers the final verdict on everything that just went down. He turns to the camera and makes it clear that this footage is not staying local. He is sending it to GB News, sharing it with every creator he knows, and making sure it reaches as many eyes as possible. He points out that the police have essentially handed him the most powerful clip of the day by arresting a mother with a baby for doing nothing more than expressing an opinion on a public street. The public court of opinion does not need a judge or a jury for this one. The camera already caught everything that needs to be seen. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you in the next one.